There we go. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna run Cold War in the background while the stream's up because playing zombies without audio is like really pushing it.
That's what I've been doing.
Devil, shut the fuck up! You're acting over here like you don't have like 30 fucking different fucking power-ups and upgrades.
You say 30, but I only counted like maybe 10 or 20.
Smart ass.
Indeed. Oh, God.
Oh, hey, more tales? Yes, hello, Cross, hello.
Oh, shit, we're streaming now.
Yep, I told you we're streaming.
That you did, that you did.
First thing Devil Zim is telling something on stream is telling Devil to shut the fuck up. Yes.
Yep. A little bit.
It's what the boy deserves.
Hey, I carried, damn it. I hard carried.
Yep, that's fair.
Alright. I'll mute myself for now and everything.
Alright, man.
You guys have a good stream. Sorry I kept you guys.
You're fine, man. You take care of yourself.
I'll try. No promises.
She really doesn't beat around the bush. You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
Damn.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dumbledon's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Lies.
So, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances.
The furry is the most reasonable person here.
Does that sound alright by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
I watched Across the Spider-Verse. It was a good movie, but did it drag?
Sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly find
They need to speed up in a lot of areas.
point you can
Barbenheimer.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
Nah, that's not what he's saying.
One of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let go who handles.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
You literally have a One Piece crew at your disposal. Yeah, so the joke is that everyone who goes to watch a movie on the day Barbie and Oppenheimer come out is going to watch Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same day.
What?
Yes. What's wrong?
What are those things?
They're movies.
Oh, the one about the bomb.
Yeah,
That's alright for that.
Yeah, so
Isn't it about the Manhattan Project?
Yeah, it's about the guy who made the Manhattan Project. But Barbie is coming out at the same time. So people are like, we're going to go watch them together back to back.
Why?
I don't know. I find it amusing, but I don't know why I find it amusing either. One will be a masterpiece, the other one will be Oppenheimer.
Imagine.
I've heard Barbie's actually pretty good. I'm not going to go watch it, but I've heard good things. Granted, it must not be that hard to impress when the fucking bar is so low.
Do you think it just has the song from Aqua in it?
Standard issue for the Menacean Guard, right?
Melo getting 2 tickets to Barbie.
I've added some flair to it in a lot of
I wonder if they're going to add the other Barbie girls, because technically there's like multiple different Barbie girls.
we guardsmen pride
Who's playing Ken?
never showing our best
Jake Gyllenhaal, I think.
way of making myself live up to that.
No, hang on, let me look it up.
Easier to maintain.
It's someone you know.
Tom
Do you
Holland.
have anything to say about
No.
this?
Why? He's in everything nowadays.
Their armor as they see fit.
Even though the
Oh,
only good
oh.
thing he's
It's Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling's the one who plays Ken.
You asking me?
Bowser comes out tomorrow. Well, Devil, I'm not going to pity him because apparently I can't pity him. It's not the real Bowser anyways.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
He actually looks good as a blonde.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Does Ryan Gosling ever look bad?
Alvin, what's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
I see Kyle still traumatized by the Uncharted movie.
I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
He takes breaks from training.
It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
And your dad's dead.
Except for second?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a
Oh,
break.
he took the ultimate break.
He's always running around and forgetting.
You sound jealous.
He ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly.
Don't say that when brushing your thing got him killed.
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
You not thinking is what got him
Wish
killed.
I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow.
I mean, I could pay 1,000 I'd rather stay up for DMC rerun than just stick with the DMC rerun double. I see Kyle was traumatized by the Uncharted movie.
Feel pretty refreshed.
I thought the Uncharted movie was fine.
It sucked.
No hesitation.
No, they literally only cast Tom Holland because he's the new hottest thing around.
Right. I remember now. You.
None of you other Danons have spirit cores.
The fuck?
Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
How do you know that?
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danon slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
We've noticed.
The benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. this is my chance to have a new beginning.
I think you already went that route immediately as soon as you joined the party.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers.
Ah, the former slave owner explaining why he didn't do a good job.
Request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
Why is she looking at him?
Doing so could be dangerous like it is here. There are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix
Well, I
it?
feel that.
Yep, I felt that one in my soul.
And it is only those who bear that fear that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
Yeah, say it.
Making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Yeah, because I just got thrown right back into his face. I can't seem to find the high quality statement. What?
Because the fun fact about the Uncharted movie is that it was supposed to... Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be Nathan Drake, but the problem is that they waited so fucking long, like 15 years after they announced it, that he was in this weird middle section where he was too old to be Drake, but he was too young to play Sully.
Are you saying you thought the movie would have been better if Mark Wahlberg was,
Yes.
Is that just what you wanted? You just wanted Mark Wahlberg?
No, Tom Holland just doesn't suit it. Like, I don't know how many Tom Holland movies you've seen, but they're all pretty fucking rotten. Aside from,
So,
like, Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, I've seen Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and I think he was in Spider-Man.
Like, the problem with Tom Holland is that, like, Tom Holland's nearly... I think he's, like, nearly 30, but he looks like he's fucking 15.
He's nearly 30.
I think so.
Oh no, are you telling me he's got like a permanent baby face?
I think he's got, like, what Tobey Maguire had for, like, 20 years, and then he just looked old young.
Fuck. That sucks. All joking aside for a minute, like, you have no idea. Well, actually, I don't know if Kyle might understand this, but like, having the eternal baby face is one of the worst things that can happen to a person.
He slows down. That's our chance.
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf. You gotta escape my judgment.
He looks younger than me. Honestly, it's well, I would say it's because he's happy all the time, but I found out he was a raging alcoholic, and I think he's going to rehab recently.
Who is?
Tom Holland. You know, I always wonder how him and Tobey Maguire got along. But if he's a raging alcoholic, that would explain why he got along with Tobey Maguire so well. For those of you who are unaware, Tobey Maguire had a massive rehab stunt and everything. A lot of people joke around that The Great Gatsby was actually just recording, was actually just filming Tobey Maguire at rehab. It's like it wasn't the character going to rehab, that's just him.
I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you.
Like,
Still,
isn't it sad that all the Spider-Mans,
before, I'm
Tom
intrigued.
Holland is one that you look at and it's just like, I can take him even now.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Wow.
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first.
So Andrew Garfield's the only Spider-Man who was an alcoholic?
Here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought.
Well, hang on.
I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
We don't know that yet.
Not really. Just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that.
God, she's such a backhanded bitch.
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Damn, the furry's right.
It does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course,
I'm pretty sure Andrew Garfield's an alcoholic somewhere.
You collected an awful lot of those objects. Sure it's not just
hush. Be quiet for a moment.
Damn. Listen to your master, slave.
The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
I can't tell if he's taking the piss.
Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No. Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too. But
Don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
you're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
Right? Gosh, am I just...
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
I sense a strange power from this. I can feel my power growing.
I think
Already along this path,
I think the funniest part about this is this will be like if someone walked up to you and been like, "Hey, you like reading books? Hitler liked reading books." Oh my god, I'm just like Hitler.
sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardians.
I haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse. I'm not going to. Seems like the plot's kind of silly. Which sucks because I actually really liked Into the Spider-Verse, but Across the Spider-Verse just didn't really seem to be all that exciting. Kyle, you've seen Across the Spider-Verse, haven't you?
I have not.
Never mind then.
No sooner said than done. Close one. I'll heal you all. Coming
I'm just getting started.
Thank you. That's my cue.
Killer is dead. I think I have that game actually. You even told me to grab it. I'm about to start a Just Cause tetralogy. I hear Just Cause is a fantastic game.
Now I'm real mad.
I myself have never played the Just Cause games, but To each their own.
Tenebrous Claw!
It's kind of like the Far Cry games. I'm not really the biggest fan of them.
That's exactly what it feels like.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Look, I try and pay attention to the Far Cry games. It's just that I played them, and I think they're kind of dog shit. Granted, I will concede they're better than base Skyrim.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I think that is a very reasonable position to give.
Whirling struggle.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Shion, astral energy, full throttle. Do it.
Actually, I do find it a little funny that no one seems to bring up the fact that the girl with the gun's also a Renin as well. We're just gonna ignore that now, I guess. I guess she's earned her place as one of the crew or something.
Do it. Astral energy, full throttle.
Fuck all the slaves she probably had.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
You ever think about that? When you see like a bunch of stories where it's like, oh, these ancient people, I wonder why they did it. You ever think something back in your head like,
It's all downhill.
maybe they, I don't know,
So Mahog Sar's just up ahead.
just were bored?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Not the most exciting answer, fair enough, but I'm just saying. Could be entirely possible.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else.
Is that necklace around your neck the collar he has on you?
I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Oh god, she's turning it around.
Again, pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldomenencia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return.
Hey, Bikini Sage, we just set out from the city.
But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops. Sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
We eat the
We keep
dirt.
it all the shit on, and whatever's left, we get the crumbs.
As long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay
I
healthy.
don't like that. We
Does
just...
that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself.
God, don't be that
I happen
person.
to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
No, please.
Hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
I agree with him.
Damn, like you and Law the same, like the same person.
I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all
Hello,
this.
Pim Demon.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
God.
Well, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no
Hello,
intention
Zim. How you
of
doing?
my
I'm doing good.
responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Oh my God, he's so edgy.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly.
I realize I'm
was merely
fucking
curious
useless.
about your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners
Oh.
nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes.
I'm doing
I
good.
find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling.
Damn.
It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
He's gonna teach
Yeah, what
you.
he said.
Oh
Maybe
no.
you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps. Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn your manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
I was.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
Damn.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, Pim Demon. Played Zombies with Devil because he called day off, so that was fun.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? Are you tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take...
Why? You're carrying the least amount of shit out of everyone.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down.
That's good, Pim
In
Demon.
your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Damn. I love the little doll on his head.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Hello there, stranger.
He can fly.
He can fly.
for you.
Apparently, he's been looking for us.
Why?
Oh,
That was a good shot, actually. She waited till you rolled. Yo, he's swifty.
said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life.
Oh god, another edgelord.
That is all I desire.
Get him!
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? You picked the wrong fight.
It's weakened.
This ends now.
None shall escape my judgment.
Why is it every assassin that comes out to kill you is a fucking weirdo?
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Shit, and he hits like a truck.
Well, good thing you can't
Don't
feel
let
it.
him touch you.
Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer.
Make of the abyssal deep clear for us a path.
Annihilation.
This guy better enjoy his W while he's gaining now, because as soon as we get back, I'm beating his ass.
Lightning orb.
Smash you!
Let the marksman handle this.
Raging Luna Storm!
You think you have to kill him entirely? Because you are taking a while on that.
Show me your strength. Resonate with the earth. In a bind.
Air thrust.
Begin.
Thousand gales. Carry it to shreds.
Here.
Gusty now.
Take this.
I'm out. Watch and we
Here I come. Benediction.
I've heard of a fucking stat check, but this is a little ridiculous.
I'll thank you.
Arrow squall.
Elusive
Lightning
Oh, that's interesting. Apparently.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, you're still reacting to him ultimately.
That arm, I want it.
Oh shit! He got the Fur Master down.
Oh.
Fuck! Oh, he did not have to go that hard on. Oh, is the owl actually gonna fuck him up? Oh shit! That owl didn't even flinch. Where the hell is she? Fucking. Where the hell is she at? There she is.
Is that all that you've got?
Sorry, bro. You just keep a level cap me.
Die.
Oh no, you've excited him. It's like Mr. X when you get his head off.
For reals. What a very big gun.
A wretch like you.
Yo, what the fuck? Actually, that's a really good speed feat, actually. She closed that distance. That was a big distance.
Especially for someone who could literally speed blitz everyone there.
Till next time.
Yeah, like, unironically, she that's the best speed feat in this entire section. The fuck was that scream? I'm sorry he didn't scream appropriately.
Wake up, please.
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
Wait, she can heal herself?
Of course.
Holy shit, that's the first time I've seen an RPG actually bring that up.
It's not as bad
Saying
as
they can't do that in Persona will help Koromaru.
Shion, we thought
I'm
you were.
fine. Really.
They're fine of that.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
Please tell me she's not cursed something. She is cursed.
I didn't.
No. It turns out the person we fought,
Look,
it's a page out of Scott Pilgrim's book. It was an evil X. It turns out all the lords are evil X's.
Alphen?
sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Nah, fuck that. Make him run it back.
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
I would not have let that. Look, all I'm saying is that I wouldn't have let that stand down.
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea?
Wait, are you like the anime character who, when you throw off your mask, you unlock your power?
at the time.
I can't talk shit. My characters have that too. Fuck.
The blazing sword. Just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
I heard some Classic Doctor Who episodes. Which ones?
He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
This guy's fucking Kenpachi confirmed.
Hey,
How are you holding up after that?
Oh,
last fight?
nice.
You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that. But there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can. Can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time.
Source?
Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Your helicopter, let her breathe.
I mean, to be perfectly clear, for a minute, you're wearing heavy as fuck armor and she's wearing a lightly padded skirt in the canon. And she went to take the blade for you. Yeah, I'd be a little concerned about her self-preservation tactics.
Forget those self-preservation tactics, that's speed.
Bro, that speed, that fucking Sundari action, that's the Sundari buff.
Are we in the right place?
He can't feel pain, that's a terrible ability.
yes, this is Nias.
Actually, the ability to not feel pain is a actually pretty solid ability.
Buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem
Not
like
really.
a place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danon,
Absolutely is.
not a soul to be seen.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
This is clearly a
No, it's not.
Yes, it fucking is, Kyle.
Check out that drop.
No, it's not.
That's the Darkwing's crest.
Yes, it fucking is.
from an old Danon
Alright,
legend
go
about
on.
a hero who defeated
Explain.
an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really?
Hang
First
on.
time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate,
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what.
Zim, if I stab someone who can't feel pain, they won't feel it. They might bleed dead. Yeah, but you would have to fucking go. Well, yes, but you have to go out of your way to sneak around them like that.
Is there truly no one here?
Yes, but the problem is that you could also hurt them in other ways, and if they don't realize it,
What,
let's
they're
say you
gonna
cut one
give me
of their-
emotional damage? Gonna fuck my wife in front of me? I can hurt you in other ways.
all of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off
Shut
to?
the fuck up. That's what they went off to.
Danons and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It's the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Spoiler warning, they won't tell us what happened.
Jolene, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself would even hurt.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. The Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Are they just wearing some gameplay costumes or are they canon?
Specifically speaking, what would you suggect that I learn?
These are Kyle's choices.
And put on
You addressed them!
and then from there,
He sounds like his mom rattling all that.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a...
They also won't realize that they bit their tongue or stepped on a rusted nail, and the worst thing that they thought was if they fought someone stronger than them, they would not realize it because they can't feel pain.
However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one. Did I say something offensive?
next time put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Don't go into the bus. To be clear, that wasn't an intentional bus throw. That was more of a harmless bus throw. This is your friend Kyle? Oh please, Kyle would throw me under the bus in a heartbeat.
I would never.
You know what? He doesn't even throw me under the bus. I just get under there because I already know where I'm going after I'm done. I'd rather feel pain 100 times more than don't feel pain. No, you wouldn't. Feeling pain 100 times more is fucking terrible.
Oh, so you're saying you don't like Blackbeard's ability?
Blackbeard's just weird.
Why? Because he has such a good power, but it comes with such a downside that it's not even worth having.
Well, it's weird because he's a Logia type.
What are those out in the valley?
And yet he gets hurt more often than any other character in the series, and he feels, what was it? Was it 5 or 10 times the
I think
pain?
it's 10 times.
That sucks. That's not worth having that fruit.
Well, hang on a minute. It's still a devil fruit that lets you literally nullify and absorb other devil fruits.
All of you, stop right there.
I would throw the bus on Zim, not throw Zim on the bus. Wow.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first. Show yourself.
I'm the one asking the question.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
I'll square.
What are you?
I'll square up.
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen, the wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my...
Damn.
No need. I believe.
So,
I'm Bayfall.
I came to give you freedom.
For threatening
The
Lord.
freedom to die by my
We're
hand.
still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces. So
no, so that's actually a great way to be both respectful and make it clear that you're willing to, like, not take their shit.
You mean you already took down the lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
OMG jiggled. Yep.
You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, bro. He was really good. He's really telling him to leave his wife behind.
After you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
You sick, twisted motherfucker. How do you do this?
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots.
Okay.
You play by my rules here. Just
Right, so you're a cunt.
gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers.
Want to find out?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents
Oh.
teach you good manners?
Why you?
God, one flaming sword
So
away.
you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Why is he talking?
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to
Whoa.
defeat the Lord was worth the
Based.
sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut
then...
mouth, witch, that's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
I don't know why this guy's talking all this shit.
Friends! Renans are Renans. Scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years!
You want to square up, son? I'm right here.
But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and the little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough. Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for. All of you, get the hell out of my realm, and don't ever come back. This is Danan's realm, and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here, and I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm. We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes.
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings!
I suspect the other guy is the one who's actually in charge.
I feel like we should burn the place to the ground on this one.
Hey, wait up.
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside. You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man.
Wait, Jedi.
You never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with...
Nah, the missus here wants me to kill her.
We're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems.
Oh.
And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on.
I got the best news all week. That's good, Sparta. Damn. More reasonable than she is. Is she crying?
Over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move
It's like, damn. Maybe my racism doesn't have to be
It's
that
like, damn,
extreme.
maybe I really am a bastard.
I thought that was racist, but I turned out to be racist.
Rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
My bitch of a sister is getting engaged and married, which means she's moving out of the house.
The good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might
I love that. I love that. Most people, when they hear their sister's getting married, oh, I'm so excited for my sister. She's getting married. Sparta, yes, that bitch is leaving.
Victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. That's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different.
I'm so glad I live alone.
That's fair.
He does.
Me or for you.
Jason Voorhees being Chris Redfield. You know, funnily enough, the only hentai I could find in this game on fucking Hentai is a random fucking Fuda story with her and the dude.
Real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding
It's
him.
just
too.
weird.
But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not...
Zim's first novel, Zim 1's novel happens before DMC3, right? Yes. I bet Neil read that hentai? Probably. Nah, fam, after what you did to me, I don't give a fuck about it anymore.
I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
You got your dad killed.
The city is liberated.
You didn't hear that over the shoulder.
Hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me
Zim, if you're an English major, why do you fuck up? Because I'm reading
You
the...
mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordships, I had my heart set.
Also book when, Zim?
Musician.
I'm working on it. I'm almost done. In fact, I'll get to work on it right now.
I trained.
I got about an hour and a half.
Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Ren is fine. Everyone who says otherwise is lying.
My loquaciousness can get the best of me at
Only like 2 people have read the fucking book.
Apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Sorry, you got an uber racist in the party. Also, it really doesn't help that the only dark-skinned individual is the person she's being super racist towards.
Are you saying that she's not allowed
Well, she
to
can be
based?
based. I just think that there's a lot of baseness going on here. Jason makes him insane himself, shit himself in one of the comics.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to
Don't. Satan's just not that strong then? Fuck, Pimp Demon over here being based. It's like, Jason made him scared. He can't be that strong. What the fuck? I'm the one who is based. Apparently 15 is based. Okay, why do you want that one in a swimsuit? It doesn't even look that great. It fits her personality well. So, for clarity's sake, besides giving little personality jokes to the characters here and there, honestly, the main reason is that the other ones just didn't look all that different, and I'm assuming he's going to get at least one more partner to fill out the weeb category.
Sound of hammers banging away.
Otherwise, we're gonna need to turn the main character into a weeb.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we.
Oh yeah, your flaming.
Defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the
Lol, weren't you some sort of super spy assassin back in your city? Can't you just kill him?
I think after his dad died, maybe he doesn't like killing anymore.
Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest.
We've killed a lot of things on our way here.
Nah, they just went unconscious.
See ya.
Kyle playing a pink haired. He is. Why is she walking around that night?
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Not a lot of self-preservation in this girl, is there?
Have it your way.
Look, when you're a walking taser, I don't suppose you need any.
You know, that is true.
The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me.
Bro, all she wants to is lean on you.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
I can't tell if she's blushing or not.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside.
Dofru Bonkai or New Age? What you want, Zim? Hang on, are you asking me if I'd want a devil fruit, a Bonkai, or my own MacGuffin?
Capital are glowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind.
It's in my book.
Eros is for water.
Earth, water, fire,
I mean,
wind.
if I could just...
Yes. Rena is aligned to darkness.
I mean, assuming I go with just the basic ones,
Is that because
I would just have to, like, shove them into my hand like the Affinity Gauntlet, and I'd basically be unkillable.
But I suspect
And I have other abilities, too, on top of that.
from squabbling over resources.
Funny.
What Bonkai or Devil fruit would I be getting specifically?
To an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be...
You get the jacket fruit.
As you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
in the end you all get usurped whether you like it or not?
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Well, there's like, it depends on what versions we get or what we get.
Brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so thick? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never...
If you pick Bonkai, you get Byakuya. If you pick Devil Fruit, Enel.
But at some point,
Or
they
Enru.
did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
If those are the options, I'm gonna go
You're so
with
amazing,
Enaru's fruit.
Sarah. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn.
With
to
Enaru's
be
fruit,
useful
you'll
then.
unless you get knocked out, you'll never touch the water. You can practically fly.
I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed.
There's no
He
MPOC?
knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. Hair.
Funny you
I'd probably
mention
stick with New Age on that one, honestly.
taught me how to maintain
Because I could just like stab that. I could just like put that somewhere on my body and I'd be like,
getting
get all those benefits.
training.
My MacGuffin's slightly more busted.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you...
Damn!
was makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually...
Shame he's dead.
But he's gone to where Zephyr is.
Actually, probably not if we assume his soul got wiped away too.
About this.
I'm picking the Enaru fruit so I won't pay for electricity. I mean, that's a valid reason, sure. Technically, Yellow Agents hold that problem too, but whatever.
Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Let's talk in more doing. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Well done. Here's the evil.
I want the ice fruit so I can get cold drinks every time. Okay, yeah, but you understand that by the virtue of having a double fruit, basically like most versions of water will fuck you over pretty badly, right? Also, fucking Jerem?
Wasn't it just
It's a little up in the air, because apparently shower water can also do it. It's just that when you're showering, it just turns off your power, it doesn't drain you.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but
Damn.
frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next
Changed.
time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Is she glaring at
Thanks,
him?
Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion? I wouldn't touch me if I were you. Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that you're getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's
Well, you can drink water.
get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
No, that's only crocodile's fruit. Is it?
I have a bad feeling.
How much power do you think? How much money do you think? How much power do you think I could make if I became the electricity of a town? I don't even know if we could properly harness that kind of electricity.
You would need a device to capture it. So what you would need is you would need a device to attract the lightning.
Well, no,
and
you
another
wouldn't
one
need to
capture
attract it because he can direct his lightning how he chooses. So you would just have to like have an object that can convert raw electric power into.
Yeah, so he would need a transformer of some
Yeah,
kind.
but like probably a pretty durable one at that, because Enaru's freaking lightning powers are predominantly combative in nature. They're meant to destroy things.
So yes and no. If you actually go by how much he says he can output, technically the transformers that work in today's society can produce
Well, you forgot.
harness a lot
You
more.
forgot. He's on the moon. Which means he could produce enough energy to go to the moon.
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
His ship did with accumulated power that he put into it over years.
That's still enough to go to the moon. That's pretty crazy. How much money could I make by giving the town electricity? If you power the entire town's electricity,
Well, you can basically dictate your own energy prices.
well, yes and no, because like it had to do in a way where he do like, you know.
You still want to undercut the competition, but technically, if times get tough and all of the other like companies go under, or like there's a power outage, you technically can go for as much money as you want.
$5 each house? You could charge more than that.
It's a fucking bargain.
worse outside the city than they are inside.
Hang on.
It's all ruined.
How much power can Eneru produce?
Quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
200 million volts?
Right, here goes.
That's not that much.
Not today.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly. Get toasty.
Bird strike.
Right.
That's like 1/5 of a Thunderstrike? Then we'd have to assume it's wrong then.
The enemy wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that.
I didn't.
What did you
That's
convert
just
it
Wiki
to?
said that apparently there's a maximum of 200,000 volts.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. 1,000 gales. Carry you to shreds.
See, the problem is
Oh,
that
no.
Bolt
200
sucks to
million.
try and fucking calculate.
This ends now.
Consider yourself.
Volts suck to calculate. Wattage is what you need. Wattage you can convert into joules per second. Voltage, however, is fucked because you kind of have to convert it like 2 different times before you can get it into watts.
Well, okay, so first off, for the person who said that it's less than a Thunderstrike, Celicross, you are wrong. Oh, here we go. 200 million volts is the equivalent of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3,
Great. Now I'm
4,
hurt.
5, 6. 200 million watts, apparently. How much or how many watts does a town use daily? Okay, 200 million watts to megawatts? 200 megawatts. Okay, so according, how many watts does LA use in a day? Yeah, you're not powering much.
Equipment lately?
LA takes 8,100 megawatts of electricity. If you were to just use Eneru's Devil Fruit, that only gives you 200 megawatts. Well, let me check. Let me try a smaller town. Honestly, if I'm going to be just 1,000% honest here, you're better off just powering your own home and saving on the electric bill. I mean, so to be clear, you can amplify he can amplify his electricity with gold and shit. Like, the ship does amplify its power, so theoretically, you could give yourself some items that make your wattage stronger. Okay, guys.
This place
Just to be clear.
creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here.
Better save, Kyle. That looks like that all save's looking a little spicy.
Suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
What
That
save?
auto save's looking pretty spicy, Kyle. I'd save if I were you. Oh, I guess it technically did. Okay, so the thing is we've never seen a Logia user awaken. We don't even know if they have an awakening. I don't think there's a single Logia.
I'm gonna call it right now. A Logia type being awakened, they just fully turn into that element. And if that's true, then we've seen an awakened Logia.
Well, the problem is that we've already seen people turn to an element without being fucking like awakened.
No, I mean, like, they turn into their, like, respected element, like, fully, and into something else. And if that's true, then Eneru isn't awakened.
Okay. We've already seen that both Kuzan and Akinu, or Sakazuki, whatever you want to call him, they can turn into their element respectively. So can the Snow Girl, and so can Crocodile. I'm pretty sure there's a panel where he's nothing but sand, and he's that a person. That's why I'm saying, like, if they're awakened, then they just never talk about it. But I doubt that's the awakening. The problem is that... So, Paramecias who awaken can turn everything around them into their type. With the exception of Whitebeard, because unless Whitebeard never awakened his devil fruit... No, he was cracking the sky itself. That's probably a sign of awakening. Kanakiri was able to turn the battlefield into Mochi, and Don Flamingo was able to turn the ground around him into strings. Luffy, technically his awakening turns everything into a cartoon, but he's a mythical zone type, technically. He's not even like a Paramecia type, so that's why his isn't like the others. Oh, so the official translation did change that actual description. In the official translation, it does add that his power, that the Devil Fruit does give you the properties of rubber and then something else.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that thing.
Yes, my lady?
But in the recent one,
Just in general, I read the official translation at a bookstore.
oh, so it was pretty much hinted all along.
Fuck no. Well, I mean, the only way it was is if you fucking realize that Red Hawk doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, I just assumed it was air friction.
Underwater.
But then again, he can use it underwater.
Air friction underwater. That might be the craziest feat Luffy's ever done.
Hydrogen friction. Even if that's not a thing, that sounds sick.
So like, yeah, we don't know what awakening for Logias looks like, but I'm just gonna say I don't think Logias have awakenings. Luffy's craziest feat is taking hits from Nami. I have to wonder if Luffy chooses when his powers work or not. Or if technically it's the Fist of Love. Because Garp claimed back at Water 7 that just by virtue of how much he cares for Luffy, he can hurt him with his punches. And while you could take Garp as being a little shit about having Haki, I don't think he used...
He's being, let's be clear, he's being a little
I don't know!
Because we know him and other admirals have had Haki forever, since the age of Gold.
Yeah, but you'd have to argue that he punches his son somewhat seriously. Or not his son, his basically his fuck. Well, yeah, he abandoned both of them probably. Basically his son.
That's some power.
Yeah.
You're the one
I
I don't know. So regardless, Nami canonically can hurt Luffy consistently with physical attacks. So assuming Garp's being legit, no, it happens way too often for it just to be a gag.
I mean, even in the pre-time skip, so can Sanji.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a
Maybe he just chooses when his powers work or not. Or maybe they don't work on other people who like are his friends.
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie. But damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it.
It could be that Luffy just got used to acting like some of the people he loves can hurt him.
But what reason?
No, because he physically gets hurt. We see the bruise marks on him.
Back in her own castle.
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is.
Well, I'm trying to think in pre-time skip if Robin ever does something that's a comedic hurt.
I think it's always kind of weird when you consider the fact that Robin doesn't have hockey.
Because I know Nami has tons of comedic times where she's hurt Luffy, and I know Sanji's done it a couple of times.
I think everybody has done it at one point. I just don't think Robin has, because I don't think Robin's violent.
I don't think
Zoro's
Zoro
hit him
has.
with like his fucking sword once or twice. Pretty sure Nami's lightning can also hurt Luffy. Are we talking now? Because technically it should, because it's Big Mom's like power. Technically. Well, actually, I don't know. Could Big Mom hurt Luffy with her lightning? I don't think they fought on Whole Cake Island, didn't they? No, but she went insane.
She did, but by the time Luffy was fighting Big Mom, if I remember correctly, Nami already had Zeus, didn't she?
Probably. Yeah, the hunger pangs.
Can we talk about the weirdest fact that Brook, being a skeleton, can literally heal himself back by having milk? That's not how calcium works whatsoever.
That's where you're wrong.
This could be useful.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Kyle, Luffy does the same thing with milk. Luffy's just weird.
That's right. During the Foxy fight, he gets his tooth knocked out and he drinks milk and it comes back. I remember that.
I
Do you
do
remember
not.
during the boxing match?
I vaguely remember the Foxy matchups or the Foxy things.
It's all right. It's all right. It's not that good of an arc.
So
it's literally that it's that canon filler arc, and I say filler because it's in the manga, but it basically feels like a stop off.
I genuinely thought it was filler. When I first saw it in the anime, I thought, oh, this has to be the filler arc. Okay, the manga readers, oh, it's real.
Yeah, no. The filler arc was the one before it, where they land in the naval base, which should have been the canon one because that was a fantastic, because that was actually like pretty good with Jonathan.
It was. Brook is just a constant reminder to drink milk. Friendly reminder that Brook's probably gonna outlive his entire crew again.
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. Astral energy.
Yeah, but let's be clear here. By the end of the story, he's probably gonna live with the Doctor and Laboon.
What would you do if the ending to One Piece is like a 2,000-year time skip, and you just see like people still listening to Brook's like Brook's still performing? It's just that everyone thinks he's a guy in a costume.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary.
Okay,
It's
that'd
like
be
at the
kinda
very
funny.
end, some kid looks like Luffy just walks by, and he's like, "Oh,
Something here.
the memories."
What kind of research could she have been doing in a
It's just like skips from regular show.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Flow of time moves on, and yet I can't.
He just sees a Luffy-looking guy being like, "Oh hey Brook, oh hey Luffy." What?
She could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renin castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon rulers are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like they're just some.
Damn.
Enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Damn, bitch. Can we talk about how tall One Piece characters are? One Piece characters are insanely tall, actually. Even characters you might not realize are fucking tall. I saw one guy do a height comparison chart of all the girls in One Piece, and some of them are even taller than Whitebeard, and not the obvious ones like fucking the Giant Mermaid.
Like, isn't Nami herself like 6'2" or
Let
something?
me check, but I think Nami's like 6'3". Wait, is Nami taller than Luffy?
What could this be?
Okay,
think
according to
she
one
is.
website, Nami is 5'7", so she's not that tall. Zoro's 5'10", Usopp's 5'9". I call bullshit on these heights, actually. There's no fucking way fucking Zoro's only 5'10". I technically gotta get the One Piece guidebooks in some way, shape, or form in order to scale One Piece properly. The thing is power scaling fucking One Piece is such a nightmare.
Because depending on how you take it, this technically back scales back to like the War of the Best.
The War of the Best is just a nightmare for everybody.
Because logic would dictate they're way more powerful, but then you look at the power scaling and it's just like, fuck.
The what? I believe it's called the...
Which is really funny when you realize that like Hordy Jones might have only been a threat, and I'm saying might have been a threat to like a pre-time skip crew.
He's not wrong. So he's talking about the Paramount War. That's the war, or the War of the Best. He's talking about the war where they try and save Ace.
Basically known as Marineford.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
Shit, I fell in the wrong bit.
Of course you did. Yeah, so it's either called the War of the Best or the Paramount War, depending on What translation? No, because the problem is that like fucking Crocodile makes like power scale in One Piece so fucking hard.
Could this be?
Not just Crocodile, also
I've seen the One Piece scaling Reddit make memes about Crocodile being like he transcends power scaling.
Armor won't save you. No further. Here I come.
When you have a scaling chain as fucking weird as late One Piece, I mean that's kind of like not invalid to make a joke about that.
No, get out of here with that claim. So, the only way you can make sense of Crocodile is arguing one of two options. Either A, while he was chained up and starved and impelled down, he just got way fucking stronger. Or B, he...
Because technically, by all rights, he shouldn't be any more powerful than where
Well,
he
so
left
this
off
is
with
where B
Alabasta.
comes in. Or B, Alabasta is a complacent, like, washed up Crocodile. And after losing to Luffy is when he finally starts, like, getting his shit together. And, because hockey's based on emotion, technically. So, unironically, if you're just a lethargic guy, you'd probably lose your hockey. And once Luffy kicked his shit in, he's probably like, okay, hang on a minute, I'm fucking Crocodile, this is some bullshit.
Go no further.
Although, how characters actually scale in One Piece makes no fucking sense. Because technically, you can argue for the premise that Dom Flamingo is stronger than the Admirals.
Well, it kind of gets worse than that when you realize by his statements that Moria survived a fight with Kaido, an actual fight.
Yeah, but
with
kind
Kaido.
of, Moria's washed up. Bro, Enru is 8'7". Luffy won because Crocodile's weakness to water is just that bad.
It's alright. Katakuri's like 10 feet tall.
I'd have to read the manga because in the anime, Crocodile says, or Blackbeard says that Crocodile's stronger than he thought, and that he has more hockey than he did before. But I don't know if that's in the manga or not.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but
From what I've heard, that kind of Curie fight was good.
horses.
Yeah.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
Is there a way to read One Piece online without having to like get a fucking Viz Media subscription?
He didn't seem to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Yes, the website I sent you has official translations.
Can you send me a website? Wait. Do you mean the one where the Fist of
Yes.
North Star videos were at, or no?
No, the one I sent you so you could read the fucking Naruto manga when you got to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
You
Yeah,
might want
I'm
to
gonna bookmark
bookmark it.
both of those actually. Thankfully, you pinned the subs and dubs one, or I did. Hang
What's
on.
that?
Here's the healing art.
Kyle, Katakuri isn't 10 feet, he's 16 foot 8. What the fuck?
Oh shit! That's a tall glass of water.
And he still lost the fight to a Munchkin.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Eat this!
Resuscitation!
I'm just genuinely curious if Oda will actually do the crocodile was Luffy's mom fucking theory. That'd be the biggest trash, but that'd be so fucking funny.
Hey then, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Guardian field! Let me out! Can you take it? Tiger blade! Far enough! Eat this!
I need statements on Crocodile, because I'm pretty sure when I do my little Ral fucking fanfic thing, I'm pretty sure Crocodile's gonna be the first major threat in that whole thing.
Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
Yes, sir.
Katakuri will always be awesome. Also, I hate that kid is 2 feet. Kid?
Watch this! Elusive deity!
I'm sorry, did he say that Eustace
can't
kid
be.
is 2 feet tall? No fucking way. So you're basically saying that he's slightly taller than the Tontatas.
Imagine if Luffy's mom was Celestial Dragon. Wait, how does his power work? Oh, that's right.
Whose power?
Crocodiles. Well, because his official description states that he has to grab you with his left hand to drain your water, but he uses Desert Spada. Oh, he's 2 meters, not 2 feet.
Okay, that's better. I can believe that.
Crocodile's probably got one of the strongest Devil Fruits in One Piece. It just really depends if you think it'd work on other Logia types or not. Autism be damned, that kid can ball. Dude, if Kid could actually learn to do anything besides be a fucking moron, he would have been such a better captain.
Is
No,
Killer
they're
still
all dead.
alive?
Killer
Really?
got AoE'd. He didn't even get hit by the main attack. He was just in the vicinity.
So it's confirmed.
Well,
that he's
Kid's at the bottom of
fucking
the ocean. As a Devil Fruit user with his entire crew passed out. And no, yeah, Kid was sinking to the bottom, right? He was in the water. Irregardless, Kid's dead. I'm pretty sure Killer's dead too. Cause I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is Law's right-hand man is going to die after taking the drug to save Law's life, and then Law's just gonna join the Straw Hats. Yeah, the bear was
Who's
the one
that,
who
the
saved him,
bear?
and the rest of Law's crew is effectively dead. I think they might be held hostage
Jesus.
specifically. I don't think they're necessarily dead, but yeah, no, they got fucking destroyed.
They're dead to me.
I mean, they're probably dead. Blackbeard's crew's pretty fucked up in context. Like, even, like, one of Blackbeard's head guys was willing to fuck Boa's corpse after Blackbeard was done killing her.
So are you saying we're in the end phase where we're not
I
fucking?
mean,
around
Garp got
anymore?
stabbed, so yeah, we're in the end game now. That being said, honestly, Oh, Blackbeard's commanders are looking like some. I love the way the One Piece Reddit says it. It's saying that the fucking Blackbeard commanders are on fraud watch because they're putting up such a shit fight against Garp. Even after Garp got stabbed, he fucking slams the guy down and goes on to fucking fight fucking Kuzan in like hand-to-hand combat. And then like they're still getting more people to help Kuzan. So even a wounded Garp, where a guy says Garp's been weakened, even a wounded Garp still fucking them all up. If Garp would have brought in literally anybody else to back him up besides Helmeppo, he probably would win. Should have fucking brought in fucking Green Bull or something. Boa's dead? No, she's not. It's just that, so Blackbeard went to fight Boa, and they stalemated because Rayleigh showed up, but, Blackbeard was going to kill Boa at the cost of half of his crew.
I'm in your debt, Dohalim.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it. You require
In a bind.
So basically what happened is Boa turns most of fucking Blackbeard's crew into stone, but Blackbeard gets a hold of Boa. But I guess even with his like dark fruit, he can't cancel out her power. So if she wanted to, Blackbeard's like most of Blackbeard's fleet would be dead, but she would die in the process. So Rayleigh shows up and just like tells Blackbeard to fuck off before he gets involved, and he tells Boa to unfreeze Blackbeard's crew for some fucking reason. Garp is the GOAT. But let's be real here. The real GOAT is just Crocodile because he squares up to everybody. He was even going to fight White... Actually, he technically fought Whitebeard in the past and flat out says Whitebeard's weak as shit now. So you could argue that Whitebeard might not be like anywhere near his prime at this point. Well, I mean, granted Whitebeard's been dead for a while. God, you want what the worst part about fighting Crocodile? It's not even that he can drain your fucking, your water. It's that when you're fighting him, sand's gonna get everywhere. So what you're saying is he can only cancel out active attacks? No, Garp can Blackbeard can cancel out your Devil Fruit. The only problem is that I guess when Boa turns you to stone, it's not considered like her Devil Fruit anymore. Which is really good for her, but really bad if you're fighting against her. And it can be like, no! Also, the real question becomes is how powerful is Whitebeard's crew in reference to other characters? Because, like, if you assume Zim the sick old guy is in his prime, who knew? You'd be surprised. Also, I find Crocodile rather interesting as a character, because he's a Logia-type user who doesn't seem to care about taking substantial amounts of damage. He seems like the only Logia-type user who's like, yeah, I don't get hit anymore, but that doesn't mean I can't still take a hit. Because even Ace was like fucking shook when he got hit. Crocodile was a woman, changed my mind. I'm 100% certain Crocodile was a woman. I'm pretty sure that's the secret.
Yeah, I think I don't.
Apparently. Honestly, the issue with fucking One Piece is that when you get to a new world, character scaling becomes so complicated. Because it used to be a lot less linear, but New World makes things so much more linear. No, he can't. Blackbeard cannot go intangible.
I'm back. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to claim that Blackbeard is like
Yeah, Blackbeard should have been a Paramecia through and through. So here's how it should have been. Blackbeard should have been the Paramecia, and Katakuri should have been the fucking Logia type.
Because didn't everyone say how bullshit it is that he's not?
Blackbeard or Katakuri, because probably yes to both.
To Katakuri.
Katakuri's really fucking weird, because he should be a Logia type. Blackbeard's weakness is just too big of a cost for its power. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I personally do think that, like, Blackbeard got a fucking raw deal. Because the only thing I can see justifying it is the fact that he can mix and match devil fruits now.
What I don't really understand is how logically Ace lost to Blackbeard.
Because isn't the only thing you see after he does that clash with Blackbeard, it just goes to him being captured?
Yeah, so that's where I'll never really understand how the fuck that one went down. Because you have to argue that Blackbeard's way stronger than Ace by this point.
Well, he believes he... Well, doesn't he believe he is?
Demonstrated it. And then you have the Chad Magellan just instantly drop Blackbeard. Yeah, Magellan literally soloed Blackbeard's entire crew. Honestly, Blackbeard's just lucky that the people he fights will let him fucking talk. Yeah, I know, because, like, you can't even have the only discussions you can have now are with the top tiers, Because people are still under the impression that Kaido would beat Gear 5 Luffy in a fight. And to be fair, it's not a bad argument. Gear 5 Luffy doesn't last that long. Kaido scales to Gear 5 Luffy. So, like, he'd probably just outlast Gear 5. It's kind of like that, it's like the equalized Naruto versus Goku. Like, Ultra Instinct's good, but it doesn't last as long as, like, fucking Komara Path or whatever. As you can see, I don't read Naruto.
As you can see, you don't English either.
I do English. Lies.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Let me help.
Oh, I mean, Blackbeard, I actually forgot Blackbeard did punch freaking Whitebeard and sent him up into the air. I just forgot about that.
Try harder. Not a chance. Last shock. Over.
Glacial spear.
Although I think Blackbeard's main weakness, unless he fixed it, is specifically that he has to grab the Devil Fruit user in question. Like, if you can pin his hands, he technically can't fucking do anything to you.
Benediction light.
Now you see what I can do. Can you take it harder?
Nothing gets by me. Denied. Don't leave me all alone here.
Oh yeah, that Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming out pretty soon. Actually looks pretty good. Well, I take it you were never really a fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's scene in any capacity.
Nah.
Yeah, so I can see why you wouldn't really care too much about it.
Tell me about it later. Tiger Blade.
It won't escape me.
Igneous discharge. Anything. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher.
Now you see what I can do.
The enemy's reeling.
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone. All right. Let me out.
I couldn't make it in.
I can feel the medicine working. I can't feel anything.
On your knees.
You're still fighting this. Is this the same boss?
Yes. Bitch be tanky.
Maybe you're just not doing damage.
Yes, bitch be
Do more
tanky.
damage.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
In a bind?
I'm trying.
I'm asking you to try harder.
I'm trying, but all of his attacks basically take up all of the screen.
For the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Will this help? Healing circle.
I owe you one.
If it's in
forgive me. This is my fault.
Evil. Freeze Lancer. Laser ray.
Resonate with the earth. Prepare to be healed. You can't get out of this.
Hear me. Flame of fury.
Resonate with the earth. Carve through armor. Stalagmite. On your surface knuckle.
Here I go.
Watch it.
I'm only
Air
getting
pressure.
started.
Such unadulterated fury.
Flame. Reload.
Take to the abyssal deep. Clear for us. Warm up. It's gonna attack.
Right.
You
Watch
picked
out.
the wrong fight. No further. I can't move.
Lightning.
Does Blackbeard even have hockey? He should. He can recognize it, so he should have hockey. It'd be really weird if he didn't. Well, you have to understand, in order to make it into the new world, it's heavily implied you have to have hockey.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation.
You have to have some form of hockey to make it into the new world. Because everyone in the new world, for the most part, has hockey.
Ice tornado. It's weakened. None shall escape my judgment.
Rising Wyvern! Strike!
I'm ready.
Luna Rondo!
Are you trying to... What are you trying to do?
Strike!
No.
Oh, no. Can you... Do you have any items left?
A freezing storm. Ice tornado.
I am the item.
None shall escape.
No, 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 no,
Did
no.
you die?
Ray.
Oh my god, look how close I am. No!
Freezing storm. A freezing storm.
Fuck you! Die! No!
No. I refuse. Oh, dude. Oh, my goodness.
A freezing storm.
Oh my god, can you feel it?
Kyle, why don't you just try shooting him with your gun then? Like, at least he'll do consistent damage.
A new lease on life. You're mine.
Oh, God, it's not doing any damage.
Take it. You're
Oh, it's doing some damage. That's fine.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation.
What'd you bring back?
That's gonna smart.
Someone who's not in the fight.
They're not playing around. Storm. Ice tornado.
Oh, are you dead?
Pathetic.
Oh, oh, good dodges, good dodges. Oh, so close, so close.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation. Now, astral energy. Full throttle.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Alright.
I'll be back.
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap. Remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common...
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
It's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Where'd the rest of the party go? Oh, there they are.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
Okay, so I'm confused. Do her thorns damage people or just cause pain?
The truth is, I'm trying to
I
end
think
my
just
curse
pain.
and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the crown contest, the new sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns.
Yeah, because the thorns don't really, like, burn you or anything. They just hurt.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be?
Damn, friends.
Thank you.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got...
If we're being honest here for a minute,
If we have any hope of...
she's probably well adjusted, all things considered, considering she probably couldn't, like, bond with anyone as a child, even as a baby.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking. Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
When her main threat doesn't work on you?
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No.
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
You know, I've always found that philosophy a little weird.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dahna. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project the ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans Danans were still being ruled over, it was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we
Just by
supposed
human
to do
nature,
about that?
easy peasy.
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Oh, she looks like a little tyrant already.
We should be able to cook here.
Gotta buy all your fucking healing items, you fucking scrub.
Yup.
What, weird? I'm Kyle and I can only survive by purchasing the entire fucking hospital.
Sharp. It probably would have helped if I bought the current armor set.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you can actually equip armor. All I see you wearing is that outfit.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Silence.
Kyle out there barely surviving a boss battle. Silence winch.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
It's so weird to see.
Dohalim, your spare braces were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow!
No
Thanks,
boy.
Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an
Yes, we
idealistic
remember.
place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Damn.
What's up, Kisar? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances, and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that, trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve...
The fucking motherfucker took half your bank account to fucking buy some...
If it's to preserve Danon history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way.
Our money.
This once.
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass by, I would come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money...
It's the equivalent of that I wanted it.
I may have been a lord, but I realized that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
We're so proud of grass or anything.
That's a great...
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Also...
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster core, right?
So, what are the plans for Realm One
Why
Piece?
don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. So only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them. They nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our last...
The Realm One Piece is gonna be a way later thing. It's not gonna be right away.
...on this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim,
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Look, little Miss Pessimistic.
Bro, I hope you find out that this guy in particular just killed her family.
Alright, what do you want them to eat? Tell me what you think looks suitable for
Alright,
them to
beef
eat.
stew. Go on. God, is it nothing but just soup and juice?
We got cheese fondue
You're awful. Well, hang on, pork bun? Hey, that's a meal. That's a real meal.
and porridge.
God. Honestly, give him the beef stew. That looks the most appetizing. That pork bun looks fucked.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Noodle and
Before she goes uber racist on you.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. He's snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law...
Damn!
He's the little brother role. And Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law...
Why? 'Cause he's a furry.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of the family, so can a dog.
This is the best fucking conversation you could have had, especially as they put him into a fucking dog suit.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Poodle for a bit. Poodle, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another gold.
Another day, another dollar.
About damn time. Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make
I wonder if they have the Master Core, are you gonna have to kill your own people?
around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this.
You got the best crew around, Kyle.
I'm worried about just what Deadheim has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
You know, can I just ask, did none of them know how to use these bombs?
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said,
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
So what do you think? You think it was all a trick by her?
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadheim would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well,
Oh, an anime.
is that? Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Think she's a new party member?
Is this supposed to be justice?
Burn the witch! No, we're at Salem.
Why is she so weak?
Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen.
Oh. How much is immune to fire? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll say it seems so fucking weird.
I did warn you that I'm not. Nothing good can ever come of such
such nasty
What was that, the wind core?
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
Oh great, you got another one going off the rails.
What do we do? Could it really be the witch from Den? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it.
You're not even the strongest member of the party. What do you think you're going to do? Why'd you block the attack? We're gonna fight her anyways. God.
What did you... Why are you defending her?
Not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes,
This is so ridiculous.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you?
Blast him again. He's in the way.
Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Probably for the best, honestly.
even so, sorry.
By the power of fairies, I will stand.
No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while you're
I've got one more trick to show you. I've had them tail us the entire time. I am part of the wolf unit. Wolf!
She should just get away with it all?
You're right.
Does the ocelot cry with the hand?
Summons the Wolf Clan. I can't even take this moment seriously. I think this is very serious.
But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this,
If you can take moments in One Piece seriously, you can take this serious.
I'm sorry. I am.
There's no reason for him to get involved, logistically speaking.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people.
Just blast him again. Oh, fuck, I was kidding. Okay, guys, seriously, we're gonna kill her right now, though. Why are we... What's with this melodramatic shit?
Why did you... Why you lost?
Is your little show quite finished? For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took...
There's no... Listen, all I'm saying is that Yuri wouldn't have stopped her. That's all I'm saying.
I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor.
Oh damn, that's a good feat.
Oh, is that cloud being created? Alright, guys, she's about to beat like half of Death Battle's combatants.
Is that a dinosaur?
She is some of the fucking dinosaur.
Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now behold!
Yuri would have said go for it? He would have!
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up. Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Listen. This is where it tells Vesperia is the better game because it doesn't give you this half-hearted emotional bullshit of like revenge is wrong. Every fucking crew member Yuri had, Yuri was like, go ahead, kill him. Not a problem. Just don't make it messy. I don't want to clean it up later. Reasonable leader. Although I don't think Kyle can actually beat this guy. I think he's gonna have to start leveling up because I'm pretty sure the actual Ren Lord's gonna be way harder. If you ever finish, what's the next planned game? Guys, guys, Kyle will eventually finish the game. That being said, I don't know what Kyle's next planned game is. What I'm going to do is tomorrow, ideally, I'll be able to get a decent portion of the Aerosite video done. Unfortunately, because I found out that my final project, that's supposed to be a 6-group project, or a 6-person project, is only me and some random guy, I'm going to be a little busy. Hell, this was the main cast from Berseria. They wouldn't have cared, would have minded their business. Look, I can understand getting involved. She's a fucking kid, and you're gonna let her take out all that fucking pain in a potentially harmful way. I can understand where he's coming from. But he really needs to know his fucking place.
He ultimately wasn't wrong saying, like, but you got your opportunity.
This man is literally just being a hypocrite because he doesn't want her to... I don't know, what is it? Become the path of a killer? This is a perfectly justified murder.
We've killed the other lord so far, besides from Dohalim.
You know, I guess it's because of the fact that, you know, we're not doing it with revenge in our hearts. We're doing it for selfish reasons that it's okay.
Look. Rimwell, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but I'm going to tell you how to do your job. My father was important, yours was, you know, not even...
Rimwell, your family doesn't even have a flashback. You need to sit the fuck down. Rimwell, your family doesn't even have a model. I'm assuming they have black hair like you, but for all I know, you could be adopted, which would make this even worse. Maybe. Wait, did she get taken down? Yeah, she did. I like his dialogue there. I wish someone would be like, maybe you should have let her throw the fucking blast out. I will say, I think they had fun with some of these team attacks, but some of them feel a little like bland. Also, I like how Cell Crushers fell asleep. Apparently, we're ASMR. Kyle, did you equip the new armor you bought for these people?
I did.
I think you've reached a level where, I think you've reached the point where you're gonna have to grind up for a little bit on your own. Because you're getting kind of destroyed out there. God, I hope tonight I have a better night's sleep than last night. Last night I had to go sleep on the couch like at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. I just want some slumber times. Oh yeah, I think Steam sales end today, right? Yep, they end today. I already bought some new games, so I'm all good. I'm all good in the hood, so to speak. Alright, Kyle, I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes.
Yes. Go down, ya bitch.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. Oh, Major got away.
I'm back.
Linwell, are you... What the hell happened here? Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabel were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Making a lot of assumptions.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength.
Reasonable person.
However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't
I could just hate all Renans like I normally do.
I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too.
I guess I'll just go back to being the little racist I am.
I'll just send the racism level 2.
She's right.
I was thinking of adopting kind of a hood that has kind of two holes for eyes. I was wondering what you were thinking of it.
Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please.
Fine, just don't take my kill.
That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live without hate.
You guys are asking the most racist person in your party to not hate?
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas?
How about
where
her
she might have
castle?
gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go.
Intervener?
Nothing good comes from vengeance. A lesson Law desperately sought to impart upon Rimwell by putting himself between her and Almedria.
Fury being like, source? I mean, murder at the end of, like, killing someone at the end of the day is still killing somebody. For, like, regardless of your reasonings behind it, it amounts to the same deal. Granted, there are definitely better reasons to kill someone over others, but I think getting revenge for your dead family because this girl murdered them all, I think that's a pretty good reason to kill somebody. Alright, go ahead and save so we can stream here today. Unfortunately, we'll have to finish this climax off next week.
I see.
And we can all just sit for a week wondering how the fuck the furry became the rational person, or at least the guy who's trying to impart wisdom to the others. That being said, I'm still confused as to why the entire city's so trashed up. Because, like, they were the ones with the bombs. Did they just throw the bombs randomly, or did she run across the city and they just kept chucking grenades at her?
Like a Super Mario
I mean,
boss.
genuinely, look at the city's destruction. Like, how does that make sense? So anyways, for the rest of the week, Kyle should be streaming tomorrow on his channel.
What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
Stop it this time.
I'm assuming he's going to stream on Friday again. And there won't be any stream Saturday or Sunday. Well, there might be a card game stream on Sunday, but we'll see what happens on that one. But there won't be any like nighttime stream Saturday or Sunday. And that's really about it. Ideally, the RSF video out will be out relatively soon. That's like that should for sure by the end of July, but I want to get it out as soon as possible. The thing is that my actual fucking college is ramping up, and I'm gonna have to be spending next week doing all my college course. So we'll see what happens there. But I'll try and have the video out by next week, so you can all tell me how terrible it is. So with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody. Remember the last time you told Kyle we'll be streaming? Okay, I don't remember why Kyle didn't stream the last time I said Kyle was going to be streaming. Kyle, why didn't you...
I did stream.
Oh, no.
Shut
That's
up.
right. I talked about this on Mangler's stream on Friday. Sparta, you weren't there. Kyle did stream last Thursday. It's just because none of us got the notification. He stopped after like 5 minutes and left. He's not like me who streams by himself for like 20 minutes.
No, I stayed for about 20
Source?
minutes and then I got hungry.
Alright, well, anyway.
I stayed for about 20 minutes and I got hungry and I figured, fuck it, if no one's going to come, I'm going to
Alright.
have some food.
Well, so yeah, take care, everybody. Thanks for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next streamer video. Kyle should be streaming tomorrow on his channel at the usual times, unless he decides to get hungry again.
To correct that mistake from last week, if I don't see anyone showing up, as soon as I press start on the recorder, I'm going to put a message in the Discord and the promotion chat
Just message
saying
me.
I'm
Tell me,
streaming.
like, you just someone to talk to while you're waiting for everyone else to show up. Oh, wait, hang on. My PS4's not plugged in.
You told me you
Oh,
were...
actually, I won't be available tomorrow either, because I'm going to be editing my other side videos still. You're right. You're right.
Oh my god. See this? This is what I have to deal with throughout the week. Cashing checks is hard.
Yeah, I know I get
Can't
our
live up
messages at
to.
3 a.m. from him about how powerful Anita Head is.